first year I was here, I started helping out with the Buck Days Illuminated Night Parade float, and that's where I met Chris. And I worked on 3 floats with him, and in that time I've also worked with him on several things having to do with the college relations office, because that's where I work. I think Chris's humility and leadership is something that we should all strive to have in our arsenal. I look up to Chris, literally, because he's very tall. And but like I said, not only as an educator, but as a human being, he goes above and beyond what's the call of duty. And I think we should all learn a lesson from him.
It's very humbling, and in many cases I don't feel worthy. There are so many other faculty that I feel like deserve it more than me. I've got a friend who lost a brother and a sister within months of each other, and yet he's still here for his students every day, every night. I have another person who lost his mother and his wife within a few months of each other, and now fighting cancer. He's still here for his students every day, and I see those people making those sacrifices for their students, and so for me to be chosen for this award, it's very humbling, and I'm not sure that I'm the one that ought to get it, but I appreciate it. I came here almost 16 years ago, and I had heard about Del Mar when I was working at Texas Tech Health Sciences Center. There, we had just done a site visit. We were the state training coordinators at that time, and a site visit had been done, and they were talking about how nice Del Mar College was, and I thought, wow, that's pretty neat. And then I saw an opening down here, and I applied for it, and some of the old timers will remember how long it used to take for anything to happen. But months later I got a call, and they said, Mr. Black, you applied for a job here at Del Mar College, wondering if you were still interested. And it took me almost 5 minutes to remember that I had applied. It had been so long. Some of the things that I try to do with my students is not just to educate them about the facts of being a paramedic or anything like that. What I also try to get them involved in, we do first aid standbys at Special Olympics, whether it's the summer games, or pardon me, the spring games, or whether it's tennis or basketball, but we do that. And of course, there's a learning portion to that as well. We have to teach our students how to deal with special needs people. So there's a learning part of that. But the other part of it is too, to make them aware that they're citizens of this world, and they need to be out there caring for people in other ways than just doing the medical stuff. And that's the most important thing, I think, is to be a good human being. Well, we could look at all the facts, and we could talk about how Del Mar College impacts the community here. We can look at all those facts, but when we're on the float at the Buck Days parade, and I'm sitting up there waving at people, I have no idea who they are, and they don't know who I am either. But they see Del Mar, and all you hear is people yelling back at you, Del Mar, yay, Del Mar, and it's obvious that it's had an impact on their lives and their families. And we've seen so many people that have broken out of poverty by getting an education and getting a good job. And the jobs we offer, not that we offer, but that we train people for, are good paying. Some of these AAS degrees and certificates, 70,000. We've got a guy in the occupational safety program right now, hasn't graduated yet. He's making over $250,000 a year, and he's still in school. But we're breaking people out of poverty. It's important what we do, but it's so obvious we've impacted so many people.